Right then, you lot, farming. It's not just a job, it's a way of life, a tradition passed down through generations. It's the backbone of civilization, the provider of our feasts, and frankly, a hard way to make a living. From dawn till dusk, farmers toil away, ensuring that the food on our tables is fresh and plentiful. Even the smallest slip-up can cost you a year's worth of wellies, or worse, put you out of business entirely. Imagine working tirelessly for months, only to see your efforts washed away by a sudden storm or a pest invasion. So if you're just curious about where your grub comes from, listen up. Farming isn't just about planting seeds and waiting for them to grow. It's a complex dance with nature, requiring skill, knowledge, and a bit of luck. I'm about to reveal the 10 most expensive mistakes farmers make, and trust me, some of these will make you weep into your combine harvester. These aren't just minor hiccups. They can be catastrophic, affecting not just the farmer, but the entire community. Farming is essential for our food, but even small errors can lead to massive losses. A broken piece of equipment, a miscalculated planting schedule, or even a simple oversight can spell disaster. Here are 10 of the most expensive farming mistakes, and how to avoid them. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or a curious onlooker, understanding these pitfalls can save time, money, and a lot of heartache. Now, I love a good bit of fertilizer as much as the next farmer. It's like giving your crops a much-needed energy drink, a boost that can turn a struggling field into a thriving one. It's like rocket fuel for your crops, propelling them to grow faster, stronger, and healthier. You can almost see the plants reaching for the sky, eager to soak up all that goodness. But here's the thing. Too much of a good thing can turn into a right royal mess. Over-fertilizing is like overloading a car engine with fuel. It might run for a while, but eventually it's going to break down. Overdoing it with the fertilizer is like force-feeding your prize pig nothing but cake. Sure, it might seem happy at first, but soon enough, it's going to be sick, and all that extra food will go to waste. It's going to end badly. Your crops will suffer, and all your hard work will be for nothing. The lush green fields you dreamed of will turn into a nightmare of wilted, dying plants. You'll end up with soil as barren as the Sahara and water so polluted it could strip the chrome off a tractor. The environmental impact is devastating, affecting not just your farm but the entire ecosystem around it. Remember that disaster in the Corn Belt a few years back? It was a stark reminder of what happens when we don't respect the balance nature requires. Billions down the drain because some farmers went fertilizer crazy. The financial losses were staggering, and many farms never recovered. So use your noggin and invest in some of that fancy precision technology. These tools can help you apply just the right amount of fertilizer, ensuring your crops get what they need without the risk of overdoing it. Get the fertilizer just right, and your fields will be singing your praises. You'll have healthy, vibrant crops, and you'll be doing your part to protect the environment and your farm's future. We've all been caught out by the great British weather, haven't we? One minute it's sunshine and rainbows, the next it's a torrential downpour that could drown a herd of cows. But for farmers, ignoring the weather is like ignoring a ticking time bomb. Those unexpected storms that ripped through Europe a while back wiped out entire wheat fields, costing billions. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a meteorologist overnight, but you'd be daft not to keep an eye on the forecast and invest in some weather-resistant crops. Think of it as an insurance policy for your fields. Now, some farmers, bless their souls, they find a crop they like, and they stick with it year after year. It's like driving the same clapped-out tractor until the wheels fall off. Planting the same crop season after season is a recipe for disaster. It's like eating nothing but chips for every meal. Your soil will be drained of nutrients, and the pests will be having a field day. Remember those poor banana farmers who lost billions to that blight, all because they didn't rotate their crops. So do yourself a favor and mix it up a bit. Your soil will thank you for it. Chapter 4. Pest Control. Winning the war against the invaders. Let's be honest, there's nothing quite like a swarm of locusts descending upon your crops to make you question your life choices. Pests are the bane of every farmer's existence. They can wipe out an entire harvest faster than you can say insecticide. Remember that locust invasion in Africa a few years back? Over $8 billion in damages. It was an absolute bloodbath. So don't be caught with your trousers down. Have a solid pest control strategy in place. It's like having a good sheepdog. Keeps those pesky critters in check. Chapter 5. Water works the delicate balance of H2O. No. Water, it's the lifeblood of any farm, but like a temperamental tractor, it needs a steady hand. Too much water, and your fields become a swamp. Too little, and it's drier than a popcorn fart. Remember that drought in the States a few years back? Cost farmers a whopping $30 billion. So, invest in a decent irrigation system, something that can handle both a downpour and a drought. Get your waterworks sorted, and your crops will be thanking you. Chapter 6, Market Mayhem. Don't be a fashion victim. Now, I know it's tempting to jump on the latest food trend bandwagon. Everyone wants to be the avocado king or the quinoa queen, right? But here's the thing. Market trends are as fickle as a flock of pigeons. One minute they're all the rage, the next they're yesterday's news. Remember what happened to those poor avocado farmers a few years back? Prices crashed harder than a combine harvester with a flat tire. So do your research, keep an eye on the market, and don't put all your eggs in one trendy basket. Chapter 7. Buyer beware. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, I'm all for loyalty, but when it comes to selling your produce, relying on a single buyer is like putting all your eggs in one very fragile basket. What happens if that buyer goes bust or, heaven forbid, finds a cheaper supplier? You're left high and dry with a barn full of unsold produce. So diversify, spread the risk. It's like having multiple tractors. If one breaks down, you've got others to keep things moving. Now, I'll admit it, I'm not always the best at remembering to oil my tractor. But neglecting your equipment is like forgetting to feed your prize-winning bull. It's going to come back to bite you hard. Imagine this. It's harvest season, you're in the middle of a field, and your combine harvester decides to throw a wobbly. Suddenly, you're looking at a hefty repair bill and a field full of crops going to waste. So do yourself a favor and give your equipment some TLC. A well-maintained tractor is a happy tractor, and a happy tractor means a happy farmer. Now, I understand the temptation to expand, to buy that shiny new tractor or that extra field, but overextending yourself financially is like trying to plow a field with a scooter. It's not going to end well. Remember the farm crisis back in the 80s? Thousands lost their farms because they got in over their heads with debt. So, grow at a sustainable pace and don't bite off more than you can chew. It's like a good stew, slow and steady wins the race. Now, I know some of you lot are a bit wary of new technology. You'd rather stick to your trusty old methods. But ignoring technology is like refusing to use a tractor and ploughing your fields with a donkey. It's inefficient and, frankly, a bit daft. Drones, soil sensors, all these newfangled gadgets, they're not just for show, you know. They can boost your yields, cut your costs, and make your life a whole lot easier. So, embrace the future, get yourself some tech, and watch your farm flourish. So, there you have it, 10 farming mistakes that can cost you a fortune. These are common pitfalls that many farmers, both new and experienced, often fall into. It's crucial to be aware of these mistakes to ensure the success and sustainability of your farming operations. Farming's a tough gig, no doubt about it. It requires dedication, hard work, and a lot of knowledge. From managing soil health to understanding crop cycles, every decision you make can have a significant impact on your yield and profitability. But by avoiding these blunders, you'll be well on your way to a bountiful harvest and a healthy bottom line. Remember, every small step you take towards improving your farming practices can lead to substantial rewards in the long run. Which mistake surprised you the most? Was it something you had never considered before? Or perhaps a common issue you've faced in your own farming journey? Let me know in the comments below. Your feedback and experiences are invaluable to the farming community. Sharing your stories can help others avoid similar pitfalls. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more farming wisdom. We're committed to bringing you the best tips and advice to help you thrive in your farming endeavors. Until next time, keep your tractors running and your crops growing. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on how to make your farming practices more efficient and productive. Farming is tough, but avoiding these mistakes can protect your livelihood. It's all about learning, adapting, and continuously improving your methods. Which mistake surprised you the most? Was it something you had never considered before? Or perhaps a common issue you've faced in your own farming journey? Let us know in the comments. Your feedback and experiences are invaluable to the farming community. Sharing your stories can help others avoid similar pitfalls. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more valuable content.